My family comes from Romania, and there's this circus family that was acquainted with my family that has a really beautiful story, which is just that they did a circus act, which was never duplicated in Romanian circuses ever. And if you know anything about the history of circuses, it's extraordinarily rare for there to be an act that was never duplicated. And it was a really wonderful act. They were very sickly people and they didn't talk very much. And they passed this act down from generation to generation. What they'd do is they'd come out and they'd be coughing and hacking, and they wouldn't talk to anybody backstage. And they'd stand there and there'd be this uncomfortable silence. And nobody would know what was going to happen until suddenly they'd open their mouths and begin pulling European cities out of their mouths. Perfect replicas of European cities. They were dehydrated European cities. And the way that they would do the act was, the secret was that there were these little dehydrated pellets that they kept in between the fingers. When they put their hand to the mouth, they would let the pellets into the mouth. They would hydrate. Their mouths would be full of spit and saliva because they hadn't been talking for 2 hours. And that was the secret. But the great secret was how they managed to make the dehydrated cities. They guarded this secret so successfully by never speaking of it in words. There was a code, and it was a musical code, and it was in lullabies that they sang to their children. And what ended up happening was that over time, as the modern culture and circus culture disappeared, there wasn't anybody left who knew the code. There was just the song. And this is one of them. So